Time for a Switch. Okay, I had to make that joke because I'm reviewing a Nintendo Switch game for the video. It's on Super Mario Odyssey. And since today is October 27th, the game is 5 years old. Kind of a quick side note, but it would have been nice if Nintendo released the game in November rather than October. Still, at least they sold during the holidays that year. Anyways, I've been wanting to talk about Super Mario Odyssey since I began the Nintendo Switch and Zelda Breath of the Wild videos. So now, here's my review of the game. The plot in Odyssey is that Peach gets kidnapped by Bowser, again, intent on forcibly marrying her. Well, there's something that finally happened in a Mario game. Mario falls into Cap Kingdom, Bowser stomps on his cap and shredded it to pieces by the ship's propellers. Then a hat-like creature has his hat, which he goes by the name Cappy. The two meet and explains that Bowser kidnapped by Tiara, a sister of Cappy's, where she's on the wedding tiara that Peach is wearing. Cappy takes the shape of Mario's cap, providing the ability to let Mario throw his cap, and they set off to various kingdoms to collect power moons to fill the Odyssey. After getting the power moons, they fly to the moon's surface, where the wedding is in the cathedral. Yeah, this is a kind of story, but I like it. I know Mario games don't have much story focus, but some of the 3D Mario games do. Anyways, when this game first shown in the trailer, I got really excited for a new Mario game on a new system. I bought the game at the end of 2017, played all the way through, and yeah, the game was fantastic. I know this game has received massive praise since it's one of the highest rated games. So now, let's get into the game. The game returns to the primarily open-ended 3D platform gameplay to make it a sandbox style, similar to Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine in a way. I know the Galaxy games in 3D World were linear gameplay, but the developers decided to bring back the gameplay style back. And yeah, the gameplay is fantastic. I wasn't disappointed at the game not being linear, but more dense open world exploration. Speaking of worlds, let's get into them. The worlds you explore in the game are visually stunning and creative, like Metro Kingdom, Snow Kingdom, Luncheon Kingdom, Sand Kingdom, and even Cascade Kingdom. While the worlds are amazing, my favorite kingdom in the whole game is Seaside Kingdom. It's something I want to go back and visit. I like how the worlds are more open world. And like I said, the game is creative, with more variety, and even Mario and Cappy throwing mechanic, which that was the best part besides the kingdoms. You can throw objects and enemies and even humans in New Dock City and a T-Rex. Like, that is wildly sweet. There is a learning curve of throwing the cap, but other than that, it's easy to control. There is other aspects in the game like Mario going through a pipe and the pipe goes into 2D mode in the art style of Super Mario Bros. There's even Donkey Kong game style during New Dock City, which it makes sense, hence why Paulina makes her appearance in the game. This is not a nitpick, but I can understand the game is heavily reliant on nostalgia. Still, the nods in the game were great choices. The bosses in the game are pretty good. There are bunnies to fight, different enemies in each kingdom, and even Bowser, which I'll talk about that at the end. The graphics look beautiful. This is the second Mario game to go fully 1080p after Super Mario 3D World, and it still looks stunning. While it's not Zelda Breath of the Wild breathtaking, they are beautiful. I already talked about the level design for being creative, so I'll leave it at that. The soundtrack in the game is amazing. Soundtracks in Mario games never disappoint me. Even the song Jump Up Superstar is so catchy. I couldn't even stop listening to that song back when the game came out. Yeah, I got the earworm back then. There are costumes in the game where Mario can dress up, which they look cool, but I never use them much. I don't have a personal favorite, but the Super Mario 64 costume looks really cool. So with that, you all may think I love this game and it's my favorite game. Actually, no, it's not even close. There are nitpicks in the game. First up are the collectibles, which I didn't collect all the moons and I'm glad I didn't get them all, and it would have been a struggle, especially this part. The second nitpick is replayability. I know it may shock for that since I love Mario games and going back to different worlds. At least with Mario Sunshine you can go back and try to get red coins. In this one, what do you do after the bosses and collecting the moons? Well, that's it. there's no replay values in other kingdoms you finish. And yeah, I haven't gone back playing the game in almost 5 years, and I did beat the game. Maybe one day I'll try to beat the game from beginning to end again to see if the replayability is worth it or not. And the last nitpick is that the game is easy. When I was playing it, I was breezing through for like a week and I beat the game. Still, this game could have been challenging. Speaking of that, there's no game over in the game, which, okay, could have made it in the game since other Mario games had that. So, those are my nitpicks in this amazing game. So now let's get to the Bowser segment, which, for me, this was the best part in the game. Mario and Cappy get to possess Bowser, and you play as the villain, smashing rocks and jumping, and the song in the background. That ending was satisfying. Also, there's comedy in this, which that got a laugh out of me. So yeah, Super Mario Odyssey is a fantastic game. Despite my nitpicks, this game is a great new addition to the Mario series. It's almost up there with the other Mario games, and this is my favorite Switch game. Yes, I prefer this game over Zelda Breath of the Wild. You see, I'm more of a Mario fan than a Zelda fan, but both games are great improvements in the series. All in all, Mario Odyssey still stays at number 1 of my favorite Nintendo Switch game, and Zelda Breath of the Wild stays in close second. So yeah, that is all for the review of the game. I'll see you guys for a new video, and we'll be up on Halloween. See you all then.